That was beautiful, man. Oh my God. All right, Rachel.
I should have went first. They pay me? No, I'm just kidding.
They don't pay you. Okay.
I really like that you guys don't. I don't get typecasted as like just girl. A lot of time,
that we put you in a lot of silly costumes.
I get that. I mean, and then I like that because a lot of times.
That's Malcolm's role.
Yeah, Malcolm wears more dresses than I do, and I am so happy. And I get more weapons than he does. But usually for a lot of other acting stuff, it's the only girl you get typecast as like the princess or all these retarded things that I don't really want to do. I mean, every once in a while, but I get to do really badass stuff, and I really like. There's the weapons wall and Jan Lawson. To be able to.
In case the NSA is listening, they're all props.
Yeah. Disclaimer. But one of my favorite things is when they're like, just go pick your own weapon. Can you just go back and grab a sword?
Surprise us.
Yeah, like who gets to do that? So I really like doing that. I don't, play dumb blonde or like princess. I get to play cool stuff. So. My dreams come true. Yeah.
You better top that.
Oh, wow, jeez. All right. Well, no, I've been working with the company kind of like in some capacity for, about the last 5 years or whatever. And initially, I think I shot some behind-the-scenes stuff of the Brawl. And that was the first time really working with Doug and Rob, and I was kind of blown away at their professionalism and how well, I know. No, but it really shocked me, like, I had met Doug a few times kind of here and there and had a conversation with him before that, but just the way he was able to maintain on such a tight schedule, and we were doing so much and coordinating that many actors at once and stuff, it kind of blew me away. And I could immediately tell that these guys were like serious about doing this. This is something they really wanted to do, and so that gives you kind of like a sense of you're just kind of relaxed and like, oh yeah, all right, now I'm in a place where these people take this seriously, and it's a very welcoming environment. So, and then just being able to do, I've been able to do a little bit more and more kind of over the years, and hopefully prove myself a little bit each time and stuff. So.
You turned Doug into a Megazord. How could you not? In 2 days.
Well, actually, Doug, I get a lot of help, but I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but Rob and Doug's father, Barney, actually he was in the audience there. He's been helping me quite a bit with building sets and props and stuff like that. So it's a partnership we've got going on. So, but it's just been. I worked for 10 years as a mechanical engineer, and it was a pretty boring job. And to be able to do this kind of stuff is awesome. I mean, it's amazing. I pinch myself every day when I wake up, and this is what I get to do. So, thanks, guys.
You, Rob. Okay, well, what do I like about working with me? Well, I'm a great listener. I never interrupt myself. I like how my mom is the one who laughed. This just got sad. Jim, why don't you pick the next one?
I see there's a girl with a purple kitty cat back there. I know has been trying all day.
I think that's a pony. Oh, it is a cat. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
That is Luna from Sailor Moon.
Oh, yeah. Who knows what I'm talking about?
Sailor Moon's freaking awesome.
So I'm coming up here so you guys can hear me, because I'm all the way back there. Okay. Is there anything you would like to do in the future for any reviews that you may or may not have the skills, but right now? But if you could, I'm rambling. Just, do you know what I'm talking about?
Every single storyline thing I always want to do. I always like. There's no way in hell I'm going to do the budget for this and make it actually look convincing, and then I do it anyway.
No, actually, there's a lot of truth to that. It's one of those things where it's like you just imagine, okay, we'll try to get this shot. Well, how am I going to do that? Well, and again, I mean, that's very true. Having Jim and my dad, just put these props together and these sets and everything. I mean, it is like, and having that giant green screen room. It's like, well, we can get angles and we can get different shots and we can make stuff. And of course, it's going to look, sort of Mystery Science Theater-ish, but that's part of the fun too. Is that it's enough to draw you in and laugh at the creativity of it. So honestly, I can't think of anything that's like, no, we can't do that, or this will just take a longer amount of time. There's a few other projects I'm working on that'll take a longer amount of time. But yeah, for the most part, I can't think of anything that's like, can't do it. It's, you know, if you can make it funny, it can exist.
I always wanted to do a drama about a woman who has 2 children, and she has to decide which one lives. But Doug said that wasn't funny enough, so we're gonna add like a flying rhinoceros.
No. I said it was too funny.
Tone it
I think the special effects stuff can be a little intimidating to me sometimes, but I usually, you know, for better or worse, work my way around it. Some of my early stuff is cringeworthy, but I think, you know, I've matured with using effects and green screen and such. But usually, the intimidating thing for me would be guest stars. You know, asking a person, you want to do a cameo for my show? You know, not sure if they're going to turn me down or not. You know, no, I will never cameo in your show. Thank you. I'm going to thank you because the one you just did with the cyber mites that got on my TV tropes page.
Oh, awesome. Orlando, why don't you pick the next one?
Hey, Jim. So much. The one with the white sword in the far back.
First off, I would just like to compliment the critic. He has a hell of a right hook.
I punched you earlier, didn't I? Sorry. That's an elk knocker. Go ahead.
Okay, so here's a question for all of you. Out of all the movies, comic books, or video games that you guys are aware of, like, what would be your like favorite weapon of mass destruction, and what would you use it on?
I am going to go with the Genesis device from Star Trek 2. Because it creates life. Exactly. It destroys and it creates. So you got something new to start out with. It's like the reset button.
I was waiting for the Dragon Sword.
I'm still in thought.
Okay, still in thought? Oh, okay.
I'm probably getting the character's name wrong. Final Fantasy VIII Bahamut. It was just the one. He was the one who did the big giant laser from space. Yeah, that was pretty epic. And it often did not kill my enemies, so it seems like kind of a waste of time and power, but that was Final Fantasy VIII for you.
Get back to me.
And we'll get back to him.
Obviously Mega Maid. Suck. Okay, people in the next room are going to be like, what are they doing in that
I went in on that panel.
Hi, Robin Duck's parents. Welcome to the That Guy with the Glasses QnA 18+ panel.
I'm going to go with History Eraser Button from Ren and Stimpy.
The jolly candy-like button.
Probably Sephiroth's Supernova from Final Fantasy VII. If any of you are familiar with yeah, there you go.
Do I choose one?
Yes!
I don't. A weapon of mass destruction? That's the question.
Yeah, your favorite weapon of mass destruction from any movie, or if it's real, make one up.
Make one up. Okay. We're gonna have. Come back to me.
Random tornado generator from Man of Steel.
Random tornado generator from Man of Steel.
Sharknado.
Just prop up
Everywhere. Yeah. What Rob said.
Orlando, you ready yet?
Yeah, Jim. How about you?
I think the nude bomb from Get Smart.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate equalizer.
Did you say Shark?
Orlando? Sharklando?
Oh, that's very different.
Don't know that.
I have a friend who's doing a B movie in LA called Sharknado.
Yep.
I've seen a clip from that. Looks good. Yes, I said Sharknado.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a tornado made of sharks.
That's awesome.
No, that and vodka would have been awesome.
It's like, how do you make a tornado more dangerous? Boom, put in shocks.
Orlando.
With freaking laser beam.
I'm just gonna go random because I have no idea what weapon to choose. I was thinking from lightsabers to samurai swords to even the Destructo Disc from Krillin in Dragon Ball Z. So I'm just gonna go random and talk about a weapon that no one's ever heard of, unless you know the Chinese martial arts, the 9-Dragon Trident.
Yes!
Yes! It is a 9-foot trident with swingy thingies, and it's like the most ridiculous weapon I've ever seen in my life.
Okay,
Look it up. It's ridiculous.
just add the word NATO after that, and we'll be good.
It is the only weapon that's coming to my mind. It's the silliest weapon, so there you go.
What about Malachi's hand?
He's got it, you know, probably sold it to
It's a power glove. And I forgot Shinji from Evangelion. Just that.
Next TMC. Plans weapons of mass destruction.
Oh God! Come on, do the next TMZ.
Next on TMZ.
No, you gotta do next on TMZ.
Next on TMZ.
Okay, Brian, choose the next one.
Okay, put your hand down.
No.
Ask about an answer.
Okay, the hillbilly dad from Demo Reel.
Actually, that was my question. How was it working with that super awesome family in demo reels?
They were creepy. I mean, it was like Children of the Corn crossed with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was bad.
And there was that one that looked like Mrs. Incredible, and then that other one that just looked like he was melting in reverse. It was not fun.
I'm going to ask these two to stand up in front of us so they can get a round of applause. Stand up. Stand up. This is what you get. And loud as you can we get a yippee from you?
No.
This is what you wanted. You wanted the attention. You got the attention.
Yippee!
All right.
Now never speak to them again. This lovely woman was also the greatest. I might be wrong. You were the greatest enemy in Suburban Nights. You were the mom who you brought that playground to a halt.
Get off I, for one, completely believe in Santa Claus.
So do I.
What about Santa Christ?
What about him? Sega Genesis for all. Does anyone want some pancakes? Is that Ty from Digimon in the back? We're gonna go with that.
You're gonna have to come up or talk louder. It's your choice.
Okay, then look. If you ever did like a movie that you thought you were gonna have a whole lot of fun with it, but then when you saw it in the final product, you thought this really isn't good. It just isn't.
Master of Disguise was just really bad.
That was
that hurt.
The one,
Junior hurt too.
Yeah, no, Junior was the one where it's like, well, like we didn't watch or have much of an idea, but it's like, it's gotta be funny. Schwarzenegger pregnant, and it was so boring. Like, how could you make this boring?
Schwarzenegger has a baby and make it boring.
The song was good.
What was that?
What I meant to say was, have you ever done a movie where you thought, man, this is gonna be so easy. We can make fun of it, and you ever watch a movie and then you find out you didn't have much to work with when you're doing it?
Junior's the one.
Junior.
The one. Yeah, we really thought we could have a lot of material, and it was
we
just
thought
like...
it was going to be a cakewalk, and instead, yeah.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Rob, you pick the next one.
Where's the box? I want to know what's in that box. Raise that box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
The box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
If it's a human arm, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed if it's not a human arm.
No, that's Chaos Head.
Check to see if it's ticking.
Careful though. It's a lot of air gate, basically.
It's porn!
Okay, no. Get it back.
That's Italia. That's like nationalism porn.
This is Guy Ford.
Okay, we got Yowie.
World War II anime porn.
Give me all of it right now! Okay, my question for you.
We want the question, we just want to know what's in the box.
You may go now.
Okay, my question for you, well, first of all, thank you very much, but my question for you was, what genre do you like the most, and what genre did you like that you thought that people wouldn't normally think you would like?
Like movie genres?
Like movie genres, book genres, subgenres, anything.
Actually, this is a good one for Rachel, actually.
I like fantasy and Lord of the Rings. A lot.
No, she and I actually geek out all the time.
Totally.
But it's funny because like any other movie reference, like any of the reviews, any of the references goes right overhead. She's not a big movie person, but if you bring up J.R.R. Tolkien, she's like, page 3 of The Hobbit. This is the entire listing of the dialogue. And it's like she knows everything.
Oh no, like the first time it happened, I was just like, yeah, well, that's just as bad as like Morgoth. And then you're just like, oh yeah, no, totally. I'm like, you don't know what I'm talking about. He's like, oh yeah, Morgoth, the original Dark Lord, Sauron's boss. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I never know. The irony is that Malcolm doesn't know much about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. He knows all the other movie references, but not Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so I'm usually the one in the corner who
How is that ironic?
What?
How is that ironic? Do the brothers know about Lord of the Rings?
What?
Yes. Because he knows all the other movie references, cracker.
Half of me. Half of me knows.
No, in terms of like a genre that like people are shocked that I like or whatever, I'm trying to. The only thing I can think of is that when a romance is done well, I really like it, but I so rarely see it done well. So that's about. So I don't see gal romances because it's very rare, but when they're nice, I think they're nice. So got that.
My favorite genre is sci-fi, and my genre that no one expects me to like is shows about children's trading cards.
I like comedies and genre you wouldn't expect me to like. One of my favorite comics last year was The New Crusaders, which was a child-oriented comic book. Yeah, New Crusaders was one of the best stories I read last year, and that's from Archie's new superhero line, so that's meant for a younger audience, but I thought it was great.
Actually, it's funny. I find the movies that I've loved the most in the past 3 years are all kids' films. How to Train Your Dragon, Paranorman, Ralph, Coraline, all the list could go on. And when I think about films, that was like the best thing I saw all year. It's almost always a kids' film now. It's like I don't know if the kids' films are just getting that good, or if I'm just getting younger at heart as I get older and realize my end is inevitable. As I face the void and the darkness, sad, alone, and afraid, maybe I just turn.
Rob, lighten up.
Give the mic to Malcolm.
I'm scared. See, when it comes to picking a favorite genre, that's kind of hard to do because I enjoy so many different kinds of movies. But if it comes down to what I can pop in at any given time, at any time of the day, I'd have to say like martial arts films. I just love them, love them, love them. But the one genre that people tend to be surprised that I like, similar to Rob, would be animated like children's films. I find them very good. They're well animated. They're well told. They've got great voice acting.
And they're more adult sometimes than so-called adult movies that come out every year.
Right, and they're smarter and good. So
How about Jim?
I really like westerns. It's probably one of my favorite genres, if it's done well. I'm kind of in the same boat, I guess, with Doug. I mean, like when a romantic film is actually done well, I really enjoy those too.
We're just hopeless romantic.
Let's see. I'll pick some. I haven't picked someone yet.
Orlando?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
He's only here one day.
I thought you were still thinking of the WND. Sorry.
No, my favorite type of genre in terms of movies, it can vary from martial arts to comedy to action. Really don't have a specific type of genre that I like in terms of favoritism. It's just different varieties. As long as it's well done, as long as the idea is there, I would appreciate it. But are we now in terms of genres that nobody would expect, is that in terms of just movies, or could that just be a variety?
I think anything.
In the music sense, I'm a huge fan of fantasy metal.
I've heard some of that. It's pretty awesome.
So from like Dragon Force to Nightwish to Camelot, I'm a huge fan.
If there's a person in this room who doesn't like Nightwish, get out.
I'm a diehard fan and I love it. I love it. I listen to it almost every day.
Okay, let's see.
Now, is that more gay porn?
No, external hard drive.
Okay. On which to store the gay porn.
No, that's my customers.
Let's see. Let's do the person holding the neighbor Totoro there.
Hey, if we were to sign into your YouTube accounts, what would we find there? I mean, who do you like to watch on YouTube?
Oh, a lot of college humor. Just porn, lots of porn.
Sure.
I was telling you guys about this at when Nash was in. One of my favorite shows on YouTube is by the guys who did Chad Vader, called Welcome to the Basement, in which the guy who does the voice of Chad Vader and the guy who played. You okay there, buddy?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
It's the Onion.
Just sit down. They take a movie that he's never seen before. They sit down and watch it and then to talk about it, and it's just fascinating to watch these guys making jokes and then talking about what they liked and didn't like. So, Welcome to the Basement on YouTube is one of my favorite shows.
A lot of abridged series. I only just recently discovered Pokemon Bridged. And that has led me to Purple Eyes, WTF, and now I've watched Nun Piece and Code Men's. That's weird. But I love it.
What's the question again? I'm so sorry.
Favorite YouTube show?
My favorite YouTube show? Yeah, a lot of college humor. I like the How It Should Have Ended. I like the Red versus Blue. I think is very good. But what else? Oh, what is this? I found this one. I think this is a newer one. It's like, I want to say it's called Animation Domination or High Def or something like that. They did that in this. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it, but they do some good stuff. Yeah, those are the ones that are really coming to my mind right there. Yeah,
ADD animation?
Are you thinking Cartoon Hangover maybe?
Oh yeah, that might be it.
I don't know. Anyway, I like you too.
Yeah, all of that, college humor, Funny or Die. What else do I watch? I don't know, just a whole bunch of random things. I don't stick to any one thing in particular, so. And honest movie trailers.
Oh yeah, those are hilarious.
That's been some of the funniest stuff I've seen in a while, so.
Movies in theaters before they took it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of abridged series like from Team 4-Star. And let's see, what else? There's a lot of voice acting videos out there. I like to see, who's out there, who's doing what and whatnot. And yeah, college humor, The Onion. I love that. YouTube, cat videos.
Yeah, everything you guys are saying. Also, I like to look up a lot of music on YouTube. But I recently watched like every Key and Peele episode. They're so good. So yeah, that.
Oh, and of course, Rachel Rambles.